My parents praised my brother for having a third car before 25 while mocking me for saving every penny. When they asked me to co-sign a loan, I suggested they sell one of my brother's cars. When I was 21, my parents threw my brother a party for buying his third car, not graduating college, not getting a job, just buying another financed two-door with underglow lights and leather seats that cost more than my entire emergency fund. My mom wiped a smudge off the hood like it was a baby's cheek. Isn't he amazing? She beamed. 3 cars before 25. I had no car, no parade, just a savings jar labeled break only if the apocalypse arrives. So when I mentioned I'd finally saved enough to open a high-interest savings account, my dad snorted. No offense, Mason, but saving pennies won't impress anyone. You can't drive a savings account. Everyone laughed. I didn't. I was saving so I wouldn't end up begging someone to split fries with me on the 5th of every month. What no one at that party knew was that Chad's fleet, all financed. My parents co-signed 2 of them. And when I once asked for help with tuition, my mom said, "You've always been independent. We're proud of that, right?" So proud that they offered me leftover takeout when I visited and expected me to clap when Chad posted car selfies captioned, "Hustle hard, nap harder." He lived at home, rent-free. I worked 40 hours in warehouse logistics plus evenings helping a retired mechanic who paid me in greasy envelopes of 20s and meatball subs. Every dollar went somewhere. Tools, emergency cash. Eventually a beater car off Craigslist that stalled at every third red light. But it didn't come with monthly payments or parental strings. By 24, I had 2 years of living expenses saved. No debt. A side hustle fixing busted BMWs out of a friend's driveway. Chad was still at home, still revving, still tagging his Snapchats, all grind mode. To them, he was going places. I was just practical. My mom said it like a bad word. Same tone you'd use for someone who collects lint. By 26, I leased a dusty 2-bay garage, hand-painted sign out front, Mason's reliable repair, not flashy, just me, a secondhand lift, and the echo of every car problem within 10 miles. Chad wrecked his 4th car that year. Squirrel jumped out of nowhere apparently. The tree he hit disagreed. By 30, I had a crew of 4, a contract servicing delivery vans across the county, and I bought the building outright. My parents never once stepped foot inside. To them, I was still just a guy who liked tools. Then one morning, the bank called. They were confirming a co-signed lease application under my name, a $68,000 luxury SUV. Co-signer listed Charles Bennett, Chad. He used my name and credit without my knowledge. I froze it immediately, filed a fraud report, locked every account, then waited. The texts came flooding. "Mom, did you freeze your credit? Dad, call us. Urgent. Chad, bro, just sign the docs. It's a formality." Mom called. "This is getting dramatic, Mason." "Is it?" I said, "because it feels more like identity theft with sprinkles. Your brother was just trying to get his business mobile. We raised you to be better than this." She said, "You're being cruel." "No," I replied. "I'm being careful. You should try it sometime." She hung up. Dad texted, "Don't come to family dinner unless you're ready to apologize." I made other plans. Invited my crew to the garage. We grilled burgers under the shop lights, sitting on tires and crates. For once, I wasn't the reliable son. I was just Mason. Months passed. Silence. Then Dad showed up at my shop. He looked older, sunken cheeks, gray that hadn't been dyed. The roof's leaking, furnace broke, pipes froze. "Chad's not around much. We need help." I stared at him. "You once said some people are born for greatness and others keep the engines running. Turns out you were right. I just think you got the names backwards." His jaw clenched. "Can we at least talk?" "Book an appointment. I'm busy this week." 4 days later, Chad walked in. Sunglasses indoors, in winter. He looked like a failed influencer whose sponsorship just fell through. "I need a favor. $1,000. It's for Mom and Dad. They're going to lose the house." "Where was this energy when you used my name for a car loan?" "That was a mistake, bro." "No, a mistake is forgetting to call. That was fraud." He swallowed. "So that's it? I'm done funding mistakes. Yours or anybody's." He left. No tantrum. Just silence and shame. Weeks later, I drove past their house. For sale sign out front. Cracked driveway. Bent mailbox. Dad sat on the porch. Not proud. Not glaring. Just tired. I didn't stop. Then one night, my phone rang. Unknown number. A woman's voice. Nervous. "Hi, is this Mason? My car died on the freeway. I got your number from a friend. I just really need help." No one else picked up. I knew that voice. It was my mother. Calling a stranger because she couldn't call her son. I didn't yell. Didn't hang up. Didn't flinch. "Sorry," I said. "I think you have the wrong number." That was the ride she'd waited 15 years for.